What's up, y'all? Welcome back to B.A.E.'s Corner. Books are everything. Okay, so this segment for today, because I got another author that I'm going to do right after this, is my girl, Porschea Jade. And the book that I wanted to come to y'all and talk about was The Love a Boss Gives. Okay, I found this book just randomly searching on Amazon. And when I started reading this book, I automatically fell in love. Let me tell y'all, Dominic Bronx, that's B.A.E. Like, B.A.E, he booked B.A.E, B.A.E, like, just all around. He's a boss, like, to every aspect. His love interest in this book is Grayson. My girl, Grayson. Grayson is, like, the sweetest, meanest. She's not mean, but she's very stern. And she doesn't allow a lot of people in her personal space. And I really think that that's why her and Dominique clashed and actually ended up working out. The story between them was like perfect to me. It started off very normal. Girl meets guy, girl bumps into guy, and you know, it's not love at first sight. Like, it really took them a while, and he liked her, and it went from there. Now, their love story, of course, it comes with its challenges. And one of the challenges being his brother, Brooklyn. Brooklyn is mean. He means what he says, and that is that. Like, he can like you, but like a lot of guys in his position, loyalty means everything. So the first sign of a lack of loyalty, their friendship, whatever y'all had, it's over. He don't mind putting a bullet in you, okay? That's really, honestly, that's one of the things I love about Omar, because he really reminds me of my husband. My husband is very big on loyalty, and you know, that first sign of disloyalty, no matter who you are. And the only character I can say in this book that stood out to me that I just didn't like was the character Cassia. Cassia is everything that a snake hoe. Y'all know that's what I don't call females fuck girls. I call them snake hoes. She was everything. She was jealous. She was a fraud. Like, the repetitive things in a lot of books that come with these females is it's always jealousy. It's never because, like, their only motive is behind jealousy, and she unknowingly tried to ruin someone's life behind jealousy. So, anywho, my girl Grayson, you know, she was trying to pull herself to the top, but then you got snakes in your corner, you know, you got, what is it? You got a wolf in sheepskin, like, you don't really know who to trust, and that's how she ended up in a messed up position that almost cost her life and the man that she loved. And the thing about Dominic is Dominic has a heart. Bronx has a heart. Omar, who is Brooklyn, has no heart. Like, like I said, he can love you today, but you fuck up, it's over tomorrow, and it'll never be the same. Now, these two boys, their relationship is built off loyalty. They are brothers. They have their father. I think their mom passed, but their father's in jail. So, y'all know I love a good, you know her, she know him, and all of it pretty much just is in a big globlet of we all know each other and all of our stories relate at some point. And this is what this story is all about. I'm not going to give y'all too much because I know if I start telling y'all everything, it's going to be like when you watching those movie commercials, those little trailers. If I give you too much, you ain't going to go see it. And I want y'all to spend money with her. Let me tell y'all about this book, though. Y'all know it's Alabama Author Month. So you don't really have to be from Alabama. But if you wrote a book that mentioned Alabama, had something to do with Alabama. Okay, so when I read this book, the book is based in New York, of course. You can tell by the names. But at the end of the book, my girl Grayson want to be a doctor. Grayson was like, you know, fuck all this drama. You know, these niggas let me go, so let me figure out what I'm going to do in my life. My girl packed up her bags and she moved down south. And she said, you know what? The best medical school for me is in Birmingham, Alabama. Pause. So when I saw this part, I was like, okay, somebody, you know, give Alabama credit where it's due. So I go find Porschea on Facebook. I literally think I harassed her for like a month. Like, tell me what school it was. It was UAB winning, because that's the only good medical school that I know of that's like right in the heart of Birmingham, you know, and I could see the campus the way she described it. So I asked her, and then she was like, yeah, like she laughed it off. She was like, yeah, that's where it is. And then like I kept looking at her page, and then that's when I realized she lives in Alabama. Boom, another Alabama author. That's how I found out. There was another way I found out we got some more Alabama authors. And, you know, she stayed true to that part. I always wanted to know what happened. This was a standalone. So if you're looking for a quick little standalone, The Love of Boss Gives is a good standalone book for you. I always wanted a part 2 because I really wanted to know what happened with Grayson and Bronx, because the lighthearted ending to their story just, it was like a movie. Like it really was like one of those lighthearted mystery movies. Like it could be on Netflix. It really was. And the way that it ended perfectly. Even though I do want to know what they're doing now, I like the way that the story ended. It didn't end with this overly dramatic, you know, you gonna have my baby thing. Y'all know I love book babies, but it ended perfectly for them. So even if she never does a follow-up story to this, because it is a standalone, she ended that story great. Now, in this book, Dominic and Omari clash because of the little brother holding a secret from the big brother. Now, one of the things I noticed, that is a very common trait that her male characters have, because Dominic was working with somebody that Omar didn't agree with. And I was reading Good Girl with the Dope Boy Fetish, and Ohaji did the same thing to his brother Key. Like, they keep secrets. So my thing is, Miss Porschea, you're a very secretive person. I've noticed that too from your Facebook page. I noticed everything. I'm nosy as shit, as y'all can tell. So I'm always watching. I think that's a trait of yours that you put into your characters. You're very secretive. Like, even though you give people just enough of your life on Facebook, like your beautiful babies and stuff like that, you're still very secretive. And I think that's something that you put in your mirror characters. Because like I said, Dominique was very secretive about what he was doing from his brother. And so was Ohaji and Key. Ohaji was like that with Key. We're going to move along to Good Girl with a Dope Boy Fetish. I told you I got a lot of issues with you. And this series and the follow-up series is one of the reasons that I have a problem with you. Now, my girl Zoe went through a lot. But in that book, you introduced us to a lot of great characters. Like Key, M, Al, River. I love Zoe. I love Ohaji and Key's mother. Like, she was awesome. I love the kids in the book. I'm a stepmom, so I loved little Ohaji, like his story. I hated what happened, but I also love the fact that Zoe, no matter what Zoe went through, no matter what Ohaji put her through, she put it to the side for the baby. And that girl went through a lot. So if y'all looking for a book, that series is complete. That's a 3-part series, and from beginning to end, you can watch the growth in Zoe. Zoe had a lot of growth, but she also was knocked back like 10 times. Like, she would move forward 18 steps, get knocked back 10 times. But towards the end, like, she ended up becoming like the best person that she could be. Ohaji was the same way. You can see his growth. He went from being a carefree young man to like a grown man by the end of the 3rd series. Like, not only did he become a father, but like, he became like a ready-made family overnight, literally overnight. And I love that. Like, you can see that growth, and that's even in The Love a Boss Gives. You see growth from each character, whether it be Dominique, Grayson, Omar, Zoe, Ohaji, Key, M, River. Speaking of River, and this is where my problem lies with you. You know, I said I'm fine with the standalone with Grayson, Dominique, and Omar. What I'm not okay with is a dope boy fetish. Girl, you left us hanging. I read that and I was like, okay, so this is probably like a standalone. She just didn't mention it. Y'all get to the last page and it ain't. You need to finish that, because I was in love with Zoe for, you know, all the stuff that she went through, but River was my fave. Like, River River is that bitch. Okay? Like, she had it all. And like how most female characters that are like that are all about the whole life, they don't really stand true to it, or they over exaggerate it. Like, she was true to herself, and then it was great watching her be so carefree and good girl with a dope boy fetish, to when it became her own story, you actually get to know her, and then you actually get to see like that the relationship between her and Al, because in the other book, I just thought, I don't know, it was just more like, you know, we got a crush on each other, and we just gonna get on each other's fucking nerves, and eventually everybody gonna be like, okay, we need to be together. But then actually reading the story and seeing what actually happened between the two of them, what got them there, I was just so, y'all, I was so glad when Al put his foot down and was just like, I'm tired of playing these games with you. You my girl, you my woman, that's what it is. Like, stop fucking playing with me. Even though at that point it was too late, I was just glad when he put his foot down. Now, the person that I don't like in this book, a dope boy fetish, was of course Swift. I don't even know his name, but I don't like him. He a fuck boy. Like, anybody that has a wife at home, but you out here playing these little random ass, you don't know, these type of games like that, I ain't fucking with it, and I don't like him. I don't fuck with him, and I hope he get everything that comes to him. I was pissed at River for leaving with him after the dinner or whatever, but I can understand her frustrations because I came with you, so I leave with you. But at that point, I was like, bitch, let me go get my man, because he just told me, you know, all that other stuff. If he say he's sorry, bitch, he's sorry, and that's exactly how I feel. But I want my part 2, Portia. I don't know what you got going on, and I hope it ain't nothing bad, but I feel like I deserve to know what happened with my girl River, because I don't fuck with the little side chick. She was sneaky from the beginning. Any female that's that clingy, I have a problem with her. I don't like her, and she can get these hands if River can't give them to her. I see that being a great series, even if you ended on part 2. I like it. Like, I like the growth. I actually like the opening up of Al. Al reminds me of I can't think of his name, from Bianca's series, the homeboy, the crazy homeboy, Mayhem's damn friend. That's who he reminds me of. Like, he's very secretive, but when he love hard, and then his backstory, no one knows like the real story. But then when you get it, it makes you sympathize for him, and you just want to just hug him and hold him. And that's what I love about Al. Like, Al is very lovable. But y'all, like, she's one of those artists. Don't sleep on my girl. I think she's taking like a little break from writing, but I think I saw the other day that she said she's gonna come back with it. But these are some good books that you can start. She has a whole line of books. She got another series, like a mob family series. That one was good too. I just didn't want to talk about those because these are my babies. Like, and honestly, what I did was I just gave y'all 5 books. That's 5 books. The Love a Boss Gives, Good Girl with a Dope Boy Fetish 1 through 3, and then I gave y'all a Dope Boy Fetish. That's River and Al's story. Like, that's 5 books. You know she gotta be a good author if I'm coming at y'all with 5 books. Go check her out. Don't sleep on her. Please don't sleep on her. But yeah, and maybe if y'all harass her enough, because I know I harass her enough. If y'all harass her just like I do, I can get a follow-up with my boy Dominic, even if it's a short story, like a little Valentine's Day story. You know, I can find out what happened with Dominique and Grayson. But I do really hope that you get back, you get your mojo back, and then we can find out what happened with my girl River and Al, because you the bomb. You do what you do, and you come through with it, and I want them to check y'all out, because I'm telling y'all, like, Alabama has some great authors, and this is just one of them. And I just, like I said, I just gave y'all 5 books, so y'all already know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna rate this book for these books, and y'all already know all 5 of them. There's probably more than 5, but y'all get the picture. 5 stars. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put The Love a Boss Gives dope girl fetish 1 through 3. And then I'm gonna put a dope boy, good girl with a dope boy fetish 1 through 3. And then a dope boy fetish right here. And then that's gonna be part 1. That's River and Al's story. I'm gonna put all those links so y'all go check them out. And here's something that's cool that I found out. I can actually find out how many of y'all actually click the links and when to go check them out. I don't know who it is, but I can actually tell how many actually click it. That's cool, right? So go check them out, because I'm watching all of y'all. Like, I really am. But check her out. She on Facebook too. Y'all know I'm gonna put her name right there, and my disclaimer gonna be right below there. Y'all already know the disclaimer, but I say it just for the people that just watching this one. I paid for the books. I bought these books with my own money or my man money, and I'm not paid for these reviews. This is just something that I like to do. And what corner is this? This is B.A.E's corner. Books are everything, y'all. I see y'all back in a few. My next one is on my girl Deanne, who is another Alabama author. She's pretty tight, and I can't wait to tell her how I feel about her. Bye, y'all.